Rah Hokum for the Boxing Voice. I am with probably the biggest star of the show tomorrow night, Jay McFarlane. How are you, Jay?
I'm not the biggest star, mate. I'm an entertainer, that's just in my nature. I'm good, mate, I'm good. I'm really good, I'm really excited for tomorrow night, mate. I'm really buzzing. I just want to mention, he was the one that commented about me fighting Nick Campbell. He's the reason this fight's happening.
Absolutely. I'm telling everyone who listen, when Boxer put the word out who Nick Campbell's next opponent should be,
you said
me, Rah Hokum, here at the Boxing Voice, we recommended Jay for the Scottish heavyweight title. So, not that I want any benefit or any credit out of it, but just so the fans know, we're all about getting you the fighters the best possible fights. I mean, this is history in the making. Scottish heavyweight
71
championship.
Years, man. 71 years since it's been fought for. It's crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, this is huge. I mean, you're pure box office, theatre, showmanship, all of that great stuff.
Thank you.
Is there a bit of needle between you and Campbell now?
There wasn't, mate, until he decided he was going to try and act hard. I've been nice to him the whole time. When he turned pro, I wished him all the best, and he's just been a bit of a dick to me this week, and so I've been a dick right back to him, and he's not liked that.
I mean, we saw there at the weigh-ins, he's body beautiful. Sure, you don't mind me saying you're not.
No.
But as we know, at heavyweight, six-pack abs don't do anything.
No, does it matter? I'm still there for 10 rounds. You know what I mean? I've still got this. I'm a lot faster than him. A lot more.
Go ahead.
Let's go, Derry. a lot more agile as well. You know, because he's big and tall and his body beautiful. I move better. I move quicker. I punch faster. You know what I mean? It's because of the way somebody looks doesn't mean the way somebody fights, and people are starting to realise that in boxing. When you look at guys like Fury, you look at guys like Ruiz, you know what I mean? You look at people like that. Dillian White's not in the greatest of shape. You know what I mean? You look at Chisora. It's all about what these do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Just wonder, as heavyweights as well, being so lean, is that actually a disadvantage because you haven't got any?
See, when you look at some of the leanest athletes in the world, like your Conor McGregor's, your Joshua's, what happens mid to late? They take a dip, they take a dive because their body's feeding off the muscle, it's not feeding off the fat that's there. There's nothing there because they're down at fucking 6% body fat. You know what I mean? They start to take a big dip, they take a dip in energy, and then it's a second one they're looking for, whereas I'll go the same pace the whole time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I mean, Campbell, some people seem to think he's the favourite again.
The bookies think that, and I'm buzzing.
I mean, do you think that's a bit disrespectful? Because he's essentially a novice pro, come out of rugby. You're a nearly 20 pro.
He's also the home fighter. Do you know, a lot of people aren't as knowledgeable as about who I am and right or so. Do you know what I mean? I've not done anything to put my name. I've put my name out there, but I've not done anything to earn my sides. To be the favourite, do you know what I mean? It should be a 50-50 fight, it should be looked at as a 50-50 fight because he's been on the big shows and he's never fought in front of anyone, which is a thing I've noticed in front of crowds. He's not very good. He's not very good in front of a crowd, he's shitting himself, you know what I mean? Who sweats at a weigh-in? Who has sweat dripping down him at a weigh-in or talking at a press conference, pissing a sweat, you know what I mean? He's nervous, and rightly so. He's going to be in front of a big crowd, you know, and I've got a lot of people behind me.
I mean, you are a 12-5 pro. I don't know if you saw the fight a couple of weeks back in Cardiff. We had another big name prospect, Stephen USSR Robinson, get beaten by another fighter who didn't look great in the scales, but then was quicker, and he came out of a white collar background.
Exactly.
You are actually a skilled operator. We saw that a couple of years ago when you last worked with Boxer on their little heavyweight show. And these fighters like yourself who don't have a big promoter to back them, you will pick up a few defeats because you'll take fights at short notice.
I take fights short notice. I take them everywhere. I've turned up to shit. I've turned up to fights drunk. You know what I mean? I've disrespected the sport. See, and perfectly honest, I've disrespected the sport a lot. I've not trained. I've turned up drunk. Do you know what I mean? I've turned up rough for the day before, and it's not a thing that I want to pride myself on, but it's the reason that I've lost fights where I shouldn't have. You know what I mean? I've not lost to anyone that's better than me. You know?
And you're only 23, right?
23, mate. I'm 24 next week.
I mean, in modern heavyweight terms, you're very young.
A baby. And Nick's 32. That's what people forget. He's 9 years old, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
He was a professional rugby player before my balls dropped. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's been an athlete the whole time.
So, I mean, are you now signed to Boxer?
No, but after I beat Nick, I will be. That's what I've just said to Ben there, and he said only if you win. No, it's not a matter of if, it's when.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was saying this to Sam Gill, who beat Steve Robinson.
Yeah.
You know, you get fighters like Kamil Sokolovsky, who are clearly better than being a journeyman, but because they never had a big promoter to back them, they're sort of forced to do what you've done, like take fights at short notice, pick up loads of defeats on the record. Then people think of them as a journeyman when they're actually a lot better.
No. See, in boxing, a lot of people use the term road warrior. So there's a journeyman who's there to lose, and there's a road warrior who'll go to win. You know what I mean? We use that. I use that term for a guy like Kamil Sokolovsky. He's a road warrior. He fights on the road, but he's there to fight. Yeah, that's the term I use anyway. I don't know if that's just me that says that, but
I mean, from what we've seen of you, you're better than that. I mean, you can.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you're obviously fighting for a title tomorrow. Win that. You can challenge for titles at a higher level again, especially as you're young.
Yeah. Definitely. I want to look to do as much as I can do, is get as much out of this. Not expected to do anything, you know what I mean? So anything I can do is a bonus. I'm very, very capable.
Yeah, and like I said, you're so young. Get the right backing. You can start doing this full time. Yeah. Much as I'm sure you do great haircuts for in your day job as a barber. Yeah. Is that the ideal dream after tomorrow? Do it full time?
Yeah, but you know, I box full time pretty much anyway. You know, I work as a barber, but I only work weekends. You know, I just kind of float about doing my thing. I don't live a lavish life where I spend a lot of money, so I just kind of just do my thing. I do wee jobs here and there, do things this, bit of that. It's just the way I am. You know what I mean? Never work a 9 to 5, but I'm always in the gym. I'll always be training. You know what I mean? So.
Win tomorrow, you might start living the lavish life.
Maybe. We'll see. I'll spend the wage before the weekend's finished. Don't kid yourself, man. I'm talking about buying a car and stuff, and because I drive a rusty old van now. Do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about I'll get a car and I'll try and do something nice and we'll go on holiday. That wage will be spent before 12 o'clock hits, 100%. I probably won't watch a main event. I will head straight to the casino and try and double it.
You know what? You are the rock star of boxing. Some of the fans have described. You know, you're a throwback. Maybe we need guys like you.
Well, hopefully can keep guys like me about, because I've not been about for a while.
So I mean, you already have won the Scottish Cruiserweight title, and that's quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Comfortable at the weight now?
Yeah, I was never ever a cruiserweight. I lost 26 pounds on a week. I nearly died making a weight twice. Since passed out, couldn't. I had to rehydrate myself. I drank that much water. It was not good. But I just done it because someone said I couldn't do it. When someone said I can't do something, I need to prove them wrong. You know what I mean? A lot of people say they can't beat Nick Campbell, and we'll see what happens on Saturday.
I can see looking in your eyes, you are so confident.
I know, and I can see it. I could smell his fanny. See, when I was up there, man, he is shitting himself.
Do you think you can knock him out?
I think I'll knock him out. I think I'll knock him out early, or he'll quit.
Wow.
I don't think he'll want to be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure you may well steal the show tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, this is a fight worthy of being a main event in its own right. So
I know it could be with amount of interest in it now, but yeah, I'm really excited. Really excited.
Well, Jay, thanks for speaking to us. Anything you want to add?
Nothing at all, mate. Tune in Saturday night. Tomorrow night, it's came fast, isn't it? Tune in tomorrow night. Watch me win the Scottish heavyweight title, 2-weight Scottish champion.
Absolutely.
I'm fucking buzzing.
Jay, thanks for speaking to
the Boxing Voice. Thank you.
Great luck for tomorrow night.
Thank you.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.